I mean, they see everything, these people, and they have more power than we do. They have more surveillance than we do, and they can definitely see everything. So it's a must to engage with them. It's a must, and it's a childish thing just to avoid them. And I'm also talking about, like, I mean, a lot of special services can enter into it. I mean, it's not a big deal for them. Um, that's a must. And also, it is important to have a long-term plan of having the fourth establishment people into these government structures. This is a super important thing. So that the decision making in a long-term basis will come to our sector. Like, I mean, like people, there's like some people who are our guys, if we put it that way, like from the fourth establishment, will try to influence on the decision making process in the government. So this is very important also to mention. So this way you kind of start building that infrastructure. It's a very long term job. And this is I mean, like, not a special service operation or whatever. It's a known historical human phenomena, like how humans work in politics or whatever. And this is not something dirty. You just make your impact on the decision making process. So imagine, I mean, having people who think like, I mean, network state level in US government, in Russian government, in Chinese, Indian, etc. So the world would be a bit different. So they could influence on the decision making process, and not only government, but also, even, I don't want to enter into the conspiracy theory sector, but also higher level than governments. Like, I mean, you need to have people there. So that is important. So I would like to work in this type of, I mean, coordination group, which thinks this way and not like in a childish way. Oh, so they are politicians, so keep away from them. No, you cannot. So they are stronger than you. They will come to you. So if you don't get busy with politics, politics gets busy with you. That's it. And we have a lot of examples. I mentioned about Prospera, and of course, Honduran government, it says that it's my territory. So and that they have hard power. I don't want, like, I mean, to diminish the huge job that the Prospera people have done, but still, I mean, it's their territory. That's it. Finish. So that's why, in my opinion, it's very important just to build the ecosystem. And to build the ecosystem, it's a very long-term job, and you need to engage with politics, with politicians, a lot of NGOs. So, for example, when we got registered in the UN, like that Economic and Social Council database, one of the reasons was to engage with indigenous NGOs in the United States, Canada, and then Latin America, because we were super interested in engaging with these people, like the true owners of the Western Hemisphere, the indigenous people. Like, we wanted to get, I mean, in touch with these people, and we saw a lot of, I mean, NGOs are registered with the United Nations. So you need to talk to these people. You need to understand how they see the world, etc. So it's not, again, as I say, it's not like, I mean, 10 people who think the same way. That's the easiest thing, but it's your own circle. After, if you go out of your circle, you are done. Nobody believes in you. Nobody listens to you. So true politics starts there, and not like, I mean, wow, I mean, we understand each other, we share more common values. Yeah, you share common values, but you are just 1,000 people or 500 people, that's it. Who cares about it? So you need to understand, I mean, how to engage the broader public, because you want to build a big social transitional project, unless you don't want just, I mean, one island to live just for 100 people there. And that's an easy thing. I mean, you can just go and live in. Uh, there was, just mentioning, in late 19th century, there was an Armenian billionaire who, I mean, Armenians were tired of this. I mean, Turco-Persian wars, and Russia, then came Russo-Persian war, and everything, all this stuff. Like, and this guy, whose uh, name is Mantashians, whose name was Mantashians. So this guy met the Armenian Catholicos, like Armenian head of the church, and told that I have a plan to buy Madagascar, the island Madagascar, and he had money; he could definitely buy it. And so that all Armenians, let's go there. So in order to avoid these wars and everything, and to live in safety and peace or whatever, and it's an island with everything, blah, blah. So, and you know what happened? The Catholicos said, "Wow, wonderful idea, but we need to do two things. One, we need to take Mountain Ararat with us. And second, we need to take Echmiadzin. Echmiadzin is like the holy, I mean, site of for Armenians. Like, for example, Vatican for the Catholics. I mean, Echmiadzin is for the Armenian Apostolic Church believers. So, and then they realized that it's impossible. I mean, how can you take people's soul from where they live? So when I mentioned this, it's easy to buy an island and to live in Madagascar or whatever. I don't want to ignore Madagascar people now, but in the 19th century, that was a project. It was a true project, actually. They wanted to buy it and to go there. So you realize that it's not working. I mean, you cannot just escape from the reality. That's what I'm saying. So you need to address the reality the way it is, and not just the way you think. So they are very different.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's been 51 minutes, so we'll wrap up with a question I'll ask now. And again, remember, I might not have mentioned it to you before, but this is a series. So we will have three more meetings, four meetings in total, together over a period of time within less than 2 years, where will be more questions asked. So you'll have opportunity to share more, because I can sense that you're a wealth of information. I keep hearing these words. Richness and wealth of information coming from you is really, really real, for many reasons, really. So, the last question is, we are in 2034. Like 10 years from now, what is that we've been able to establish as a community, and how did we get there?
That's a very actually good question, and